All right, let's bring in Adam Hancock, who joins us now from Singapore. Adam, good to see you. So a number of countries have imposed travel restrictions on China, and with each growing day, that list is growing. I mean, is this one of the issues that's going to be discussed between the Chinese and European Union officials?
Yes, yeah. EU health officials are due to meet today. It will be the second time that they've met now to discuss this issue. They met just at the end of December, and they couldn't reach a consensus. At the moment, it's a little bit of a mishmash within EU member states over what they are doing about Chinese travellers coming into their countries. A handful have implemented some restrictions, for example, France and Italy requiring a negative test from travellers. Other nations are saying that these measures are not needed and that they should be treated like other travellers now who can enter their countries without any form of testing. So they're going to meet again today and see if they can come to a consensus, and we're expecting the outcome of that meeting a little bit later on. And they would be following the lead of other countries around the world. Japan was the latest country today. You've got Australia, India, the UK. And many of these countries, they're worried because of the lack of information that's coming out of China. They're concerned about possible new variants, and therefore they want to implement their own testing regime when Chinese people come to their countries ahead of that border reopening on the 8th of January. This is something that has upset China. They're saying that they feel that they're discriminated against. They're also saying that it's non-scientific and they will retaliate, although they didn't explain exactly how they would retaliate. But at the moment, the EU, no blanket system either way, but we expect an update on that later on today.
Adam, the images of overcrowded hospitals across the country are ubiquitous. It's been flooded across media all over. Are authorities sharing any more information on the situation in the country? What do we know?
Well, they certainly aren't being particularly forthcoming with much information, and any information that is coming out at the moment is being heavily criticised by experts, particularly the death toll. So since they got rid of these zero COVID restrictions, they've only ever reported 5 or less deaths per day. And if you compare that to other countries around the world, those numbers are very low. And the experts are predicting, one research firm in London, predicting there could be up to 9,000 COVID deaths a day in China, possibly going as high as 25,000 a day towards the end of the month when the Lunar New Year holidays take place. So there's certainly discrepancies in what we're seeing on the ground. We're seeing hospitals overflowing, hearing reports from funeral houses and crematoriums that they have never been busier. It's impossible to get into those organizations compared to the official figures that are coming out. But we may get a little bit of a clearer idea of the picture. Possibly today, the World Health Organization, a number of their officials have met with Chinese scientists to try and find out a bit more data, possibly information on what variants are circulating in the country. And they've said that they could put that information out today. But certainly from the reporting on the ground and the pictures we are seeing, it looks like a pretty difficult situation in China at the moment.
Okay. Adam Hancock live for us from Singapore. Thank you for that.